you know anything about Hilton Head Island in South Carolina, you may already know where I'm standing. I'll give you a little bit of a hint, and there's a big one. Standing down at the Salty Dog Cafe and Marina on South Beach in Sea Pines on Hilton Head Island. We're gonna take a little tour, walk around, show you everything that's here, including the cafe, the tackle shop, the marina itself. We'll go over to the beach and show you Tower Beach. We'll show you some of the properties around here, some of the condos. There's an excellent condo community that is gonna give you, how many is it? 180-degree view of the Calabogie Sound and the Atlantic Ocean. It's amazing, you're gonna love it. So stick around, we'll take the tour, we'll do all the things we normally do. Let's get started right now. So we'll start with the cafe since everybody knows the cafe. We've got outdoor dining. We're sitting over top of the marina behind us. Now it's January, not a lot of boats, not a lot of activity, but you might be able to hear the music playing. The outdoor bar is sitting there. This is always a good time. If you want to get lunch, something that's decent, you know, you're talking about fried food, bar food. You want to get a decent lunch, have some good cocktails, wonderful scenery, which I'll take you over, we'll take a look at. There's no better place than Salty Dog down here in South Beach. We'll take a little trip out on the dock here at South Beach. Got the cafe right behind me. So here you're gonna pick up all kinds of like catamaran cruises, dinner cruises. Salty Dog does a dinner, sunset cruise, any kind of dolphin tours. There is parasailing from here. So all kind of kayaking is rented across the way. So literally all of your fun water sports are done here. Obviously, if you have a boat, you can bring it, dock it here. I have no idea what that costs, but you got the ability to put your boat out there. But it is just, I mean, I say it in every one of these videos, every place we go is just gorgeous. So you've got the marina, you can see the kayaks, got the water. It's very, very pretty. So as we take a little walk around the marina, we've got the general store that we're walking by, just a little bit of a souvenir shop. They've got some decent sunglasses, the typical stuff that you're gonna get on an island area. As we turn the corner, you're gonna come up on the bait and tackle shop here. I love this place. They are our go-to. So that little store right there is our bait and tackle shop. They are the go-to for surf fishing for us. My son and I got into it a couple years ago. They have a $35 setup that is rod, the anchor that you put in the sand. They've got the bait, the rig, the whole thing, 35 bucks. I questioned how they could do that and it be any good, and they laughed at me, but it worked. And I'll take you over to the beach where we fish right here. Again, with the Calabogie Sound coming out and hitting the Atlantic Ocean, you've got all kinds of churn, all kinds of things going on, all kinds of wildlife in there. I don't technically remember what it is that we were supposed to be fishing for, but I will tell you what you're going to catch. You're going to catch a shark. 9 times out of 10, if something hits your line out there, it's going to be a shark. But I'm an outdoorsman, I'm a fisherman. Put your chair in the beach, cast it out, wait for it to run, have a drink beside you, have a lunch, a dinner, or whatever. The kids will play in the water, the line is way out. It's a ton of fun to just sit out there and anticipate that line running. The bigger the bait, the bigger the fish. So depending on what you want to handle, buy your bait appropriately. Behind me, you got the Surf Shack. This place is really good for your surfboards, skimboards. They've got really good, like, beachy t-shirts. It's not your Salty Dog t-shirts. I'll show you that in a bit. Bracelets, just really cool beach stuff. So I would highly recommend checking those guys out. One of the things I wanted to show you, and I don't think our guys are out here, kind of hidden in the back, where, again, if you know the Salty Dog Marina, you know the area, you know that they're here, but I don't think most do. Right behind us is typically where the parrots would sit. So you come through here, they have 2 gigantic parrots that sit out here all day long. I just heard one of them. I don't know what store they're in though, but they're super cool. You come back here, again, stores all over, right? So you've just got small stores all over this little plaza back here. But the coolest part are these guys hanging out on their perches up there. So we'll round out our tour of the harbor with 2 of our most visited locations. One being the ice cream stand, which is right here beside us. 2 being the t-shirt shop. If you know anything about South Carolina, you've probably seen the Salty Dog on a t-shirt. It says Salty Dog. It's a black lab, yellow hat, scarf. T-shirt shop is right there. That's where all of those t-shirts come from, unless they're knockoffs from Amazon or something like that. But that's our marina. So we'll take a little walk, then we'll take a beach walk. I'll show you some of the houses that back to the beach, get you a view of them from the beach. I'll get on the other side of them, I'll show you the front. They are some magnificent houses. You want to see some big homes that are oceanfront, that are beachfront, in Sea Pines. You're talking best of the best when it comes to homes on the island. So stay tuned, we'll get you there, we'll show you what they look like. All my fishing friends will be very upset with me, but find that marker, walk down that path, go either right or left when you get to the water, and chuck that bait out as far as you can. Let it sit, let the tide do its thing. You're gonna catch something. Helpful hint, go out on a moving tide. Don't go out when it's completely low tide. Don't go out when it's completely high tide. Make sure that thing is moving either in or out so that the water is moving and it's moving your bait. Good luck. So we're gonna take a walk over to the tennis center. Sea Pines has 2 huge tennis centers. You've got one over in Harbor Town. Your second one here is in South Beach. They're doing some major renovations over here. On one side, you've got tennis, which goes on here behind me. Now it's January and it's jam-packed with tennis players. On the other side of the street, you've got pickleball. And that's where your renovations are going on. So there are, looks like, I don't know, 3 or 4 tennis courts that have been demolished. My guess, I should probably know this, but I don't. They're putting in pickleball courts. So let me we'll do a quick spin around here, show you what's going on pickleball wise. If you haven't heard already, it's taken over the nation. It's gonna be Wimbledon pickleball. So over there's pickleball, right there's all the construction that's going on. So you're gonna see more pickleball down here in South Beach very, very soon. I would assume before the spring. Let's, we'll head over to the beach. We'll go to the beach club, check that out, show you what's going on over there. Again, try to get some views of some beachfront houses. Then we'll take a drive, show you what all the houses in South Beach look like. We've made our way over to the beach club. This is Tower Beach. So what you have here is you've got a guarded beach club. What I mean by guarded, there's a gate. You can only get in if you're a property owner in Sea Pines. And by get in, I mean drive in. If you want to ride your bike here and come in, you can certainly come in. But it is a gated property owners only beach club, and it gives you access right to the beach. Personally, this is where we come for the best waves. But to walk you around here, show you what's going on. There's actually quite a bit of activity out here for it being a January day. So as we walk up, we're walking up to the pavilion. This pavilion can be rented out for parties from property owners. They've got a cool little bar set up. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. A big ass fan, which is the fan that's above our heads. It's really the name of it. There's your pavilion. Behind us, the Atlantic Ocean and the beach. Underneath of us, you've got lockers. So homeowners can rent a locker down there. So all you have to do is drive. All your stuff is here. You just walk out onto the beach. We've also got restrooms, showers, hoses, all the things that you need at every beach club. Hey, how you doing? At every traditional beach club as far as things that are needed. So we'll take a jaunt out to the beach, show you the water. We'll walk down the beach a little bit, show you the back sides of some of these properties. Then we'll get back in our car, go show you the front sides of some of these properties. Do a little drive around. Stay tuned. To the beach. There's a few people out here. I think there's someone out here every single day. We're gonna take a walk onto a couple of these properties beach paths. Hopefully there's no one there and I don't get yelled at, but I want to give you a glimpse of what the back side of these properties look like. So here for reference, let's do this. All right, so you've got the beach, it's low tide, that water's out as far as it's gonna get. Water will come up to where you see the dirty sand, like right where my fingers are, just a little bit closer than where those people are walking. So high tide, it'll get to that point. So that's out there. As we turn, you can see that we've got the dunes that are here. I hate shadows in these videos. You've got the dunes that are here, and then through the dunes, you see the pine trees that are behind me. That's the path that we're gonna walk on. And you see the pine trees behind me. In those pine trees are the beachfront homes. So this is not, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know any other beachfront communities besides what I have here at Hilton Head. But this isn't like, I go out my back door, I've got a pool, then I've got the beach. Like there's a little bit of a walk through these dunes to get to these houses. So they're it's beachfront. I'm gonna walk, so here's our walkway. You can see our walkway, house behind us. I'm gonna just have a seat right here in this little corner thing. This is a great little walkway. But to show you an example of the houses again, you've got the dunes, you've got the houses behind us, all throughout those dunes, and then the beach behind you. Now, can you see the beach from the house? You can from the second story. From the first story, I doubt. So there you go. You know what beachfront looks like in South Beach, in Sea Pines. So what we're gonna do now, hop in the car, get in front of the houses, show you what the fronts look like, then we'll just do a little drive through and get you an idea of what the streets look like, what the homes look like, what you should be getting out of these drive-throughs is really the layout of the communities. How big are the yards? How big are the houses? You're looking at $1 million plus everything down here. So that's what you hopefully are getting from it. If you're not and you want something else, let me know. I'll try to create it. So we've gotten to the other side of the beachfront houses here in South Beach, and we're on what's called a T Street. So you can see behind me how the road comes across, and then if you look back, so that's coming in from the main road. You come down, you hit the T, it's a T Street. All of our beachfront properties, all of our beachfront communities are on what we call T Streets. So you have beachfront, then you have second row, third row, fourth row as we go back. How you doing? So as you go back off away from the beach, you're talking about what row of houses you are on. So as we go through, you can kind of take a look and see what you're looking at. Believe it or not, the majority of these homes that are on these T streets, they're second homes, but they're used for rental purposes. You can put a bunch of people in there. That's a crazy expensive per week house in the summer. Even the houses on the second side of the street, on the second row of the street, crazy expensive. You just walk right through. There's paths through all of these neighborhoods to get you to the beach from these houses. So you're talking about massive income. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars of income from these houses that are here, that are walkable, that are on these T streets. 1 through 4, as far as the rows go, are just gonna give you ridiculous amounts of money. But that's what the T street looks like. That's what you're looking at with regard to beachfront houses. You saw them on the back side. Doesn't get any better with regard to view. The front side looks like any other neighborhood that you would walk through. It's really the setting in the back that is going to set the price, and that is going to jack it up millions of dollars. From here, what are we going to do? I already said it like 700 times in this video. We're going to drive around. I'm going to slap the GoPro on the car. We're going to drive through the communities, drive through the neighborhoods. We'll show you these streets. Why don't we just stay on the T street so you can see what all these houses look like, since that's what we're talking about. And then we're done. We'll wrap it up from there. So enjoy the drive. Hope you understand South Beach at this point. If you have any other questions, throw them in the comments. If you don't, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks, guys.